This is a map number 3, indicate unconformity in the structure. Unconformity, angular unconformity is there. So unconformable bedding plane available in the area. This red baby lines indicating unconformable bedding plane, where the other sequence going inside that. And both the meet sequence, upper sequence as well as lower sequence always going inside the upper sequence, and upper sequence always exposed in the full strength. So this is exposed in the full strength. It is going from boundary to boundary, and it is always having higher elevations than the lower sequence. So this is having higher contour interval. This is a 45 contour interval is there, 42, 40, 39, 36. These contour intervals are there, while this other sequence they are having less than this contour interval. This thing is there. So we have to go through this map and we have to find out the sequence. So there are 3 beds are there. Uppermost bed, first we have to find out the structure of the area. So with the help of the strike lines, I had drawn the 2 strike lines. These MB39, MB42. So this is MB42, MB39 indicating the direction of the dip, which I had demarcated with the help of the arrow. So these beds are dipping toward this direction. So B bed is younger beds on the top. This is younger beds, and this is an older bed. Again younger bed, and this is older bed. So we have to find out these things with the help of the structure. So first I had drawn 2 strike line for this bedding meet sequence and 2 strike line for this sequence. These are the orientation of the strike line for this lower sequence, and these are the orientation of the strike line for the upper sequence. Where in between there is the unconformable bedding planes are there, angular unconformity and now we have to find out the geological history of this area. This is having 3 dikes are also there. This SS indicate this is a one dike. This is written here, Aplite dike is there. Then the CCC, this is a dolerite dike is there, and this is there's another one is a pegmatite dike is there. So these dikes take place during the origin of this area. Now we have to find out how these dikes took place. So first lower sequence developed. Lower sequence means this P, D, C, L. These beds developed. P is lowermost bed. So this older bed developed first. Then D beds overlap this P bed. Then C bed overlap the P and D beds, and L beds uppermost must be younger must be in the lower sequence developed. After this whole area comes on the surface, above the surface, and erosion start. During this periods what's happened, igneous intrusion took place. So this is the igneous intrusion took place in the area. This is the one thing, clear. Then after this igneous intrusion took place in this is a one V bed also there. It is just this L and V bed is there. This younger. So this sequence developed, and this at that time this unconformity developed. This before the unconformity developed, igneous intrusion took place. So this dike took place in this area because this dike is restricted only in the lower sequence. Simultaneously this area again submerged under the water, then upper sequence developed. So unconformable bedding planes developed first, then rest of the sequence formed. This sequence formed, this one means this K bed developed, M bed developed, and B bed developed. So K is older, M and B beds developed on this. So 5 beds are there, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds are there in the lower sequence, V, L, C, D and P in the lower sequence, while B, M and K beds are there in the upper sequence. after the development of the upper sequence, their area again some is emerge on the surface, and a dikes develop. So this dike indicating in the intersecting the lower sequence as well as upper sequence. So this dike is formed first, and this is formed only in the lower sequence. But after the preparation of this lower sequence, upper sequence, and unconformity, everything, the second dike developed. This is the history of the area. Second dike developed later on. Okay, so after development of the second dike as well as first dike, this third dike took place. So this dike took place because this dike intersecting the earlier dike, this dike intersecting this one. So this dike took place first, second dike took place first, and then there's a third dike. So this is sequence of these dikes. This is third dike, this is second dike, and this is the first dike. This is the sequence of the dikes are there. Area influenced by igneous activities as well as unconformity. It indicates the area is not stable. So when we'll select the area for civil engineering construction, we'll remember all these things, those they are available there, because igneous bodies are available there, dikes are available there, sedimentary strata are available there, unconformable bedding planes are there, and other structures are there. So we can have the opportunity to draw the section, and we can interpret the bed with the help of the contours and other analysis. Thank you.